Hi everyone, I'm Emma from ePilates Online. Today I'm going to take you through 5 stretches that you can do from your bed. Obviously you can do these stretches anywhere that you have a small space, like the bed is fine. I just wanted to show you that it's easy to move your body while you are doing or in a confined space, in a smaller space, and even first thing in the morning. If you come on live with me, please say hi. I'd love you to let me know that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, please put a comment as well in the comment box to say hi. If you have any questions during the session today, then leave me a comment. I'd love to answer your questions once we've finished the stretches. So if you do come on board, put a few likes if you're liking the video as well. That would be great, and lets me know that I'm creating the right things for you. And if you also have any requests, let me know as well. I'm happy to do any videos that you need for your life at the moment. So we'll start today. I'm going to do this actually on my bed. I'm in a hotel today in Bangkok, and I wanted to show you how easy it is to do some stretches in the morning when you first get up. So lying back, and I'm just going to go on a bit of an angle so that you can see me easily. And first one, just lying down flat, and just take your left knee into your chest and hug your knee in. This is just a good stretch as well to loosen up the back and the legs and the hips, pulling the leg in. And then with your right hand, so if you've got your left knee in, your right hand takes the knee, cross the body, and keep your shoulders on the mat. Sorry, on the bed. Not used to doing them on the mat, on the bed. So your shoulders stay down, but you're twisting through your lower back. So as you do this one, I want you just to go as far as you feel comfortable with your body, and every exhale, take the stretch a little bit further. So you might not get as far as me right now, that's okay. You may be just here. So wherever your body feels comfortable, that's where you hold. And keep your shoulders down. You can even look the opposite direction. So as you do this, exhale and just take it a little bit further. This is a great one to release the lower back and keep mobility through the lower back. When you're ready, just release that leg and change over legs. Take the other one in, just squeeze it in for a moment. And remember, if you come on with me and join in after we've started, please say hi. I'd love to know you're here. Leave me any questions as we're going. So keeping that knee in, we'll just stretch a little into the back, the hips, and use the opposite hand. So if you've got the right knee in, left hand on the knee, take it across your body and twisting again into the lower back. So shoulders stay down on the bed or wherever you are. You may be doing it on the mat. And as you exhale, take it a little further. You don't have to force it, just listen to your body. Exhaling and inhaling. So I love to do this one, and often I feel a few little cracks in my lower back. So if you happen to feel that, you probably needed a little adjustment. So it's a good one for you to do. Your own chiropractic work. And when you're ready, come back into the middle. And now just place one hand on each knee. So same hand on the same knee. And we're going to circle the knees open and closed. So as you do this, you're releasing the hips. You're releasing any tension in the hips. So kind of draw circles with your knees. So as you inhale, open, and exhale, bring them back in. So often we get quite tight through the hips, and this is a great movement just to realign the hips again. Often when we get tight and we're sitting for long periods, the hips can sometimes kind of move out of alignment a little. So this is a great one. Let's reverse it while I'm talking. Bring the knees in and then out. Great one just to release the tension, and also to help drop the thigh bone back into the hip socket where it actually should be sitting. So if we're getting a little out of alignment through our hips, then sometimes the thigh bone sort of moves and shifts in a position that is not as comfortable for us. So this just realigns it. This one's a great one. Helps the joints, the hip joints. And so then with your movement going out with the right leg, so keep circling the right leg out, just like we've been doing, little circles out. Then take that right shin over the left knee. So you don't need to put your ankle, you really want your shin, then you're not moving in the ankle joint, the movement's actually going to go straight to the hip. So thread your right hand, if you're doing the same leg as me, through between the legs. The left one sweeps around. So you're holding the left leg behind the left leg, if you did the same leg as me. So you should have one hand in between, the right one if you're the same as me, and the left one hugs behind the leg. So this one's a glute stretch. Number 4 stretch, sometimes we call it. And I want you to pull the leg in towards you. So as you're doing this stretch, you should start to feel it, if you're on the same leg as me, in the right side of the bottom. So this is the leg that's bent. That's where you'll feel it if you're on the other leg. And pulling the leg in just increases that stretch a little. Many of you know this one perhaps, but just a good reminder. It's really important that we stretch out our hips and our glutes. Now if you want to intensify this one a bit more, shift your left leg out to the outside of your body more. So if you happen to be on the same leg as me, it's the left one moves away. If you're on the opposite side, the right one. So basically the leg you're holding moves away from you, from your body. And if you're just coming on board, say hi, I'd love to know you're here. Remember, you can leave me any questions and I'll answer them at the end. And then release. Now let's put the hands on the knees again, and if you're on the same side as me again, circle your left knee open. So do some circles out and in. So we're circling again that thigh bone into the hip socket like we did earlier. So we're opening the knee and the hip out, and then we're going to cross it. Now this time when you open out, take the shin, cross it over the knee, and then left hand in between if you're on the same side as me, right hand interlaces behind. Now a good tip, if you're doing this one and you're not quite comfortable in your neck, if you feel that you're arching your neck, if you're tight in your body and you're getting a big arch, you can just pop something like this behind you. Good if you're on the bed, you can pop that behind you and be more comfortable. And you're drawing the leg towards you, so you increase that stretch a little. Now to increase it more, you take your right leg, if you're on the same side as me, away from your body, or whichever leg you're holding. If you happen to be on the other leg, you take it away from the body. That will make it a little bit stronger as well. And this is a great one to do regularly. So if you don't do your glute stretches often, please add it to your routine. Often we get tight, even if you're not sitting for long periods in your day, you may get tight in the glutes from standing. So the same can happen from standing. And when you're ready, we're going to release that one. And then spin over onto your tummy. So we'll do a back stretch. So from here, arms are bent, and make sure you can see me, and they're by your side. So your head is down to begin. Legs are a little bit wider than your hips, so you've got space in your lower back. And you may just start with a lift of your chest. That may be enough for you. But you may want to come all the way up and stretch into your lower back. And then come all the way down. Now, if you bring your arms in very close, the stretch is going to be, or the work is going to be very strong in your lower back. So if it's too intense, take your arms wider. This will help the position of your back. It won't be as intense. Extending up and lowering down. I think a little bit of core connection just to support your back a little, not too much though. You do want to allow your back to open and then come down. Now when I teach this, I go into a bit more detail usually. I get you to lengthen and articulate your spine and bring your elbows down before your chest. But I just want to give you a few just easy stretches today. You don't have to worry too much about the detail. Bring your elbows down if you want, so then you're getting a little bit more articulation. One more time. Lifting up, so this is a good opening for the back. If you feel pain on this one, don't go up so high, just keep your elbows down. Listen to your body. You're your best teacher, remember. Always listen to your own body. And we'll do one more. We tend not to listen to the messages sometimes in our body, and that's really important. This is what I always like to make sure everyone does do. Okay, press back now and open your knees wide just so you get a stretch through your groin, through your inner thighs, and then just sit down into child's pose. Two versions of child's pose with the knees open today, just opening through the inner thighs, in the groin. Relax your head. Take some deep breaths here. And then just bring your body up, close your knees, and see if you can bring your bottom down towards your feet. Stretching more into the back now when the knees are closed. And then roll yourself all the way up. You're all done. That was your 5 stretches you can do from bed. And I know I've got a few people who've joined me. Hi, I'm not sure who I've got. Oh, I've got Jan. Hi there, Jan. Let's see who else is here or been. Hi, Jill. Hi, Shanola. Aisha, hi. Kerry, good to see you all. David Christine, hi. And Aisha. Missed earlier ones that don't know if you covered my questions already. How do I stretch my side hips first thing in the morning? Okay. Side hips, Aisha. I am assuming that the glute stretch is going to help you with that, but I'm not sure if exactly which part you mean, but I think like side of the bottom. Hopefully that's what you mean. So this one we just did. Then move back. The glute stretch is going to open out the glute area for you, and this one also will help a little in the side of the hips, which we just did. So this will kind of release that area. In terms of side hips, that's probably the best 2 that we've just done. Maybe even if you want to add in just a side bend like this, but I'm not sure actually, hopefully if that's answering your question for side of the hips. So this will also stretch out, if you side stretch, leaning towards your feet, kind of the hip and side body. Hopefully that will cover all of the hips area that you need. Yes, that side. Okay, so yeah, try the side one. If that doesn't help, let me know. But those few, glute stretch, the twist, should help your hips a little. There's a great standing one. I don't know if you guys can see me, but if you're standing with right leg, for example, across your left, this is more an ITB stretch. You can hold onto something and stretch down the side of your body, leaning away. So I might show you that one another day because my camera's not set up for a standing one, but hopefully a couple of those will help. Thank you though, good questions. You can let me know if not. Let me know if anyone else has any questions while I'm here, guys. Hopefully that's just a little bit of inspiration for you to move every day, which is our goal. Even if it's just 5-10 minutes stretching is all you need. Yep, need that ITB stretch. Yeah, I'll get you that one. We'll do that one soon. That side one is a very good ITB stretch, so I'll do a video for that for you standing. So if you missed earlier, guys, I'm in Bangkok in my hotel room and was inspired by this beautifully made bed and thought, okay, time to do a stretch before the bed gets mucked up. Hopefully it's helped you guys, and if you ever want any requests from me, if you want me to cover anything in particular, like you've just done, Aisha, for future videos, let me know. Happy to help. And for those of you who don't already know, I have the CoreFit Club available for more videos. If you ever want to go more in depth into some exercises and classes, I know obviously two of my people on board now, Aisha and Shanola, are already members, but for those of you who are not, just let me know. Does the rotation on the hip release the hip to help with half lotus? The rotation on the hip. Yes, absolutely, Shanola, definitely. So all that loosening of the hip, it's kind of realigning the hip, putting it into the socket. So the hip joint is a ball and socket joint. So if you have, here's the hip joint, okay, so it's this on the side of our hip. Our thigh bone sits into the hip, okay, like this, and then we call it a ball and socket joint, and it rotates in this way. It moves like this, okay, all directions. So if, for example, our hips are a bit tight or out of alignment, perhaps the thigh bone is, say, forward of the hip, perhaps more than it should be. So as we do these circles, what I was showing you, those circles, it's just loosening up, and it's because it's the hip is in this angle, hips down, the thighs up, it's actually forcing, well, not forcing, it's allowing the thigh to drop into the hip socket properly where it should be. So it's then able to move, and then the muscles around it can kind of loosen up a little. So actually it's a really good one to help with your half lotus. That's a good question. It's helping align the hips. So keep practicing that one. Good question, hun. Chest and neck stretch for the next video. Okay. Yeah, I've had a lot of people needing that actually, hun. So I'll do that one. Perfect. Keep the requests coming. Thank you so much. Lovely to chat, guys. Love you all, and see you very soon. Oh, and if you haven't checked out my blog for previous Mondays on the Mat, go over onto the website and check it out. And if you want them to be emailed to your inbox, just make sure you're on my newsletter and I'll send them to you. Bye guys, have a good day.